go, babies.
I feel like Ray lost a lot of steam in that last segment, and he just kicked himself out.
No, I'm here.
He's trying to do too many things at once. You can see when the multitasking kicked on in his brain, and by multi, I mean two
When
things.
that meatball starts turning over,
the meatball starts splitting in half.
No, I have these videos load up.
See, it's the words
See,
are not
he's
even,
multitasking.
the matrix is failing. All right, Bobby. Let's do some questions here. Ray, don't feel like you have to answer if they're okay. Just go away.
No, I'm good. No, so I had all the videos loaded up for all the segments and shit, and then like on the other StreamYard, it was out, so I had to reconnect in, and I heard myself talk, and I sounded like a retard.
Oh,
so I was
awesome.
like,
No,
"Oh shit,
great.
yeah,
No, tell
great,
me more
$20."
stuff
Yep,
everybody doesn't give a shit about.
Okay, go.
Bobby, please.
News story surfacing that Jordan will be commenting on NBA basketball. How much money could NBC possibly be paying this man to get him to do this?
Lots of money.
I mean, it's very Brady-esque for Michael Jordan to go into the booth. I don't like it.
It just seems like there's only one thing he could do is get up there and talk about how shitty everybody is and how he would fucking destroy them and how much I assume he hates the NBA now.
The one quote I did see, and I don't even know if it was real, Ray, is he said LeBron better retire soon because he's not going to like what I have to say.
Never mind. I want to hear.
I would rather have it be like HBO or like a streaming service do it, so he can swear and just call like people pussies and stuff. Like that's what I'd like to hear.
Have you listened, you watched the doc though? He's not a great he's not engaging.
But he can talk shit.
That's what I mean. If you have him come on and just like fuck, I'm Michael Jordan, everyone else sucks segment, like cool, yeah, that'll be cool for like 2 or 3 times, and then he'll just come off like an asshole, like he is. He's an asshole.
Or the Manning broadcast, or the Manning the thing they do for Monday Night Football. I'd watch that with Jordan and bring some special guests in with them and
just
talk.
Have them commentate on an NBA basketball game, like in a box like that. That'd be good.
I'd watch that.
The question of how much money, it almost feels like it was Jordan's idea. Like, did NBC go approach Michael Jordan? Like, he just sold his basketball team. He's got nothing going on. He was probably like, he probably put it through his channels. I'm interested in doing the commenting thing. I got things to say.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much money, but I don't
see that angle. Yeah. Steve Kerr said if the Warriors had Steph Curry, they would have had a title shot. Is Steve just being a little sourpuss?
Yep.
Yeah, no one's stock of likability has dropped as much as Steve Kerr, other than maybe Giannis in the NBA circles.
Giannis, for sure, yeah. Steve Kerr, yeah.
Several years. People are sick of Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Speaking of Giannis, should he leave the Bucks?
He will leave the Bucks. He's going to go to either the Lakers or Golden State. Speaking of the Curry, because that's the only way they can go back and win an NBA title. They need another superstar.
He should and he will. He should leave that place. It's a disaster. They brought in Doc Rivers, and he's a cunt.
This is the Milwaukee Bucks is exactly what I'm talking about. The Celtics, if they go the route of being cheap or not continuing to strive for championships from a roster building standpoint, the Celtics will be the Bucks with Tatum in 3 or 4 years, and he will force his way out of town. So I don't know. I've grown to not like Giannis. When he doubled down and stayed in Milwaukee, I thought that was awesome. And then 1 year later, after being a champion, he was like, basically,
fuck this place.
So yeah, I'd like to see them go to LA and Luka and him fail over and over and over again. That's what I'd like to see.
I'd like that as well. How long until CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens kill each other?
Week 1.
Yeah, very soon, very early.
Week 1 against the Eagles.
I'm picturing a Javaris Crittenton, Gilbert Arenas situation.
Ooh, did you watch that documentary on Netflix?
No.
Oh, it's very good. It's Untold. It's about the whole gun thing.
We have young children, Ray. We are not allowed to watch television in our spare
exactly. We don't have things like that on the television.
No, this is how we spend our spare time talking to you.
Oh, exactly. Perfect. Glad you do that.
The NBA lottery rigged.
this one's really gonna get you going. Check this out. Someone on Twitter posted this and it's gonna blow your mind. For reference, this post was made over a month ago before the Mavs won the draft lottery. League sources say NBA officials began nudging conversations between Dallas and LA as early as February 2024. But he goes on to say, here's the kicker. According to 2 insiders close to the Mavericks front office, Dallas didn't make that trade blindly. In private convos, the NBA allegedly assured them they'd be taken care of. Even the biggest conspiracy theorists in NBA history knew the fix was in this year. But wait, that's not it. It gets even crazier. We know how important LA and specifically the Lakers are to the success and ratings of the NBA. Well, peep this. Going all the way back to 2011, every time a franchise-changing star was traded to LA, the very next season, the team that traded the star was rewarded the #1 pick in the draft. And on top of that, all 3 of those drafts had a player that was a generational can't-miss prospect. Is that merely a coincidence, or is something else going on here? Now listen, I'm not really into conspiracies, but when you look at the NBA ratings this year pre-Luka trade and post-Luka trade, the numbers are insane. Do I think this is true? I don't. But it certainly is a wild coincidence.
It's wild coincidence.
Yeah, that was a good setup there, especially that was a nice list of facts.
Yeah, I don't know if they're facts. I didn't fact check it at all. I don't know who that guy is. You're welcome for the content and the exposure. It's 100% true. The Lakers have been doing this since Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Go down the list of stars, Shaq,
the Chris Paul thing.
Go down the list of all. He just gave you 3 examples of guys traded and the team getting the #1 pick. Everybody that saw that Luka Doncic trade, the return, the Saturday night dealings, like, of fucking course the fix is in. And 1.8% chance the Mavs were in the play-in. Like, of course the fix is in. It's just blatantly throwing in your face at this point. My question is, do you care?
I know. I mean, if this guy's going to be good, I'd rather have him be at a team like Dallas than like a complete nobody like a Pelicans or something like that, I guess. And I mean, Dallas absolutely needs their white superstar. They have to have him. Yeah. So they got him.
Raymond?
Yeah, it's the fix is in. I mean, I just hate how it's always about LA. LA is getting.
I don't give a shit. Of course, fixes. Do you care?
No.
Okay, I care. But the problem is,
all sports are fixed.
That's a problem, right? Our text chain is done on our show today. Pete Rose, they lifted the lifetime ban literally because he was dead. So I get it. Literally, the lifetime ban is over.
The lifetime ban wasn't lifted; it just ended because he's dead.
It just ended, which I thought was gross and cowardly by the MLB, and I got all kinds of problems with the MLB. But the problem with Pete Rose is he took the integrity of the game, and if you don't believe in sports being on the level, then you're just watching wrestling, and except for
here we fucking go.
And nobody wants to watch wrestling
wrestling is for fucking nerds.
You have half a brain. It's for fucking losers. So, the NFL, like this is why it's so popular. Talk about the fixes and the refs, and the NBA is rigged, and they go for the ratings because Tim Donaghy went to jail because it was happening. BC, we interviewed, what was his name, Ray? The 70s
guy that was on Netflix. Yeah, he was.
The BC,
he was on Goodfellas. Yeah.
You can't, you want to do steroids, you want to do HGH, you want to do anything in the name of competition to better up yourself in competition. I'm for it. I don't give a shit. You're fucking up the game a little bit, but you're trying to be better than the guy next to you. That's the point. When you intentionally undercut the integrity of the game and we can't trust it anymore, it's over. It's not sports. It's not what you're there to watch and be entertained by. So, the problem is it has to be that way across the board. Like, to your point, you don't want to see anybody watch the Pelicans, except if it was on the level across the board. The Pelicans could be unbelievably amazing, and just their talent alone would make you want to watch them. But because there's corruption everywhere, yeah, it's better for Cooper Flagg to go to Dallas so we get to watch him and they get to be good, because it is still entertainment. So they're constantly flirting that line. But as a principle, if they go over the line too much, we lose the integrity of it, and then it's just fucking wrestling, and we're watching fucking jackasses jumping. I'm not gonna, I'll leave it at that. We're soon to be sponsored. I can't be spouting off.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
We're
a
good.
diatribe. Sorry.
Will Cooper Flagg be a star in the NBA?
Yes. Top 10 in 5 years, baby.
He's gonna be like Detlef Schrempf or who's some other tall white stiffs that got drafted high.
Do you watch college basketball? I know you watch college football. Do you watch college basketball?
I watch enough. I watch occasional things. I'll watch the some in the the tournament there. He's okay.
Yeah,
he's
just
good.
the tournament there. Yeah, it's called March Madness. You fucking dope. Yeah, he's great. He's a great.
He's not
player.
great.
Oh,
Did Duke
He
win
averaged like 17 points in college on Duke. He's the best player.
No
like,
shit, because he had 4 other players that are just as good as him that he can throw the ball to. So yeah, that's why.
This is called the Semi
He's very
Sports Show.
sensitive about his Cooper
He's
Flagg.
very sensitive because he's white and from Maine. That's why Ray's all up in arms about it.
Love him.
It's a great fucking white hope with his goddamn tool belt and his fucking hammer hanging out because he's from Maine. His stats at Duke, like statistically, he's averaged he's like the 100th best player statistically. So that's what everyone. But the worst argument is, do you watch college basketball? That college basketball and what they do in college does not translate to the NBA at all, basically ever. I gave you the numbers in the text chain. I went all the way down to the 80s. You've got about a 15% chance of hitting on a guy at number 1 overall who is going to live up those expectations, and that's being generous. That's giving like Blake Griffin a guy that lived up to his expectation, and probably not, right? If Cooper Flagg is Blake Griffin, are the Mavericks happy about that?
No.
No.
Probably not, right? So it's more like 7% chance that you land even like the best thing you have going for you, Ray, is the last 5 years. I don't know who the kid Atlanta drafted last year, but the 4 before that were Anthony Edwards, like Wembanyama, from Detroit, and
Cade Cunningham.
And
Pablo Banchero.
All of them are great. None of them are top 10 yet. Maybe Anthony Edwards because he gets hyped up. Even
Big old dick.
His dick's bigger than yours.
Yeah. So no, odds are he will not be a star. That's what the odds say. So I'm going to go with the odds.
Thoughts on NFL schedule release day?
I just like it. I enjoy it. I get excited because you get to plan your trip that you go to every year. I already booked my trip to Tampa, so yeah, I'm excited.
I don't. Good for them. NFL is king of marketing. They'd be better if they put it like at the end. If they could wait till after the NBA Finals, like in the dead of nothing for baseball season, get real pub. But they own sports, so they get the headline that day.
Yeah, anything that just essentially boils down to teams posting cheesy social media videos, I'm not for. So, yeah, whatever. Just give me the schedule.
Yep.
You shouldn't watch your mom's OnlyFans page then.
You saucy ever since the Cooper Flagg comment. Will Bill Belichick make it to week 1?
Hopefully not, and hopefully his bitch girlfriend doesn't either.
I want him to. I want to see how his team looks. I hope he can fucking keep it together. I want to see if he can coach in college.
Yes.
I want him to.
You also, first of all, we don't know if she's a bitch.
From all reports, I'm not assuming.
This is not a personal opinion from Raymond. This is based on the reports. We're working off reports that she's a biatch.
She's very hard to deal with. She's probably there.
She did get kicked out of UNC facilities.
Yeah.
Most recently, she's not allowed in there, and there is strong possibility that
she's also a loser. She lost her pageant, so she is a confirmed loser.
Bill Belichick, the date you want to look at, I believe, is June 1st. That's when the buyout goes from $10 million to $1 million, where UNC could just pay him $1 million on June 2nd to bye-bye you and Jordan. But I'm with Bobby. No, I want to see him. I want to see him coach, and I want to see him win.
Hell yeah.
That's so way more entertaining.
Wow. That's bold of you. You're going to watch college football?
No, I'm going to check the score and then like turn on Instagram and watch whatever the fucking salacious bullshit is going on with him and his 25-year-old girlfriend. How am I going to watch UNC football? They play like Richmond or something. Like that's not on TV. I can't go watch UNC football.
Let's go.
Suppose I could in 2025.
Let's go.
Ooh, if they're playing in Richmond, we should go to the Richmond game.
Done.
Only if Belichick is coach.
Still there. Okay.
Very good. Flossing or mouthwash? What's more important?
Flossing.
Mouthwash to get the taste of your mother out of my mouth.
What
about the
good.
pubes?
There you go. Set it up.
You can't get pubes out without a nice.
So salty ever
She
since
shaves.
the Cooper Flag.
She
He
still
thinks
shaves there,
Cooper
Richard.
Flag digs so personal.
Seriously, Jesus, get over it.
Is Draymond good for the NBA?
I threw this one in there. I traded whatever. We didn't talk about because it happened this week. I guess it didn't happen last week. He was caught mouthing the spread 5.5. I don't know what to think about that. But then the last game, he's also fined $50,000 for questioning the integrity of the rest of the NBA. He is nearly at $1 million in fines throughout his career. It's $998,000,000. Is he good for the NBA? I don't know the answer to that. I'm sick of him. Like if he went away, I'd be okay with it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also sick of him as well. He's annoying. It's been over a decade of us dealing with him. Is he good for the NBA? Yeah, because it gets people talking about the NBA.
He's just a blowhard, and I think at one point in time, like he had decent thoughts and ideas, and now like I mean,
he used to be good at basketball too, but now he blows.
Yeah. What do you think about that 5.5 spread? Do you like kind of back to the integrity of the game? These guys know what the spread is. They don't have money on the game. There's been a couple guys in the NBA that they've caught and they are banned. They're done. Like facing jail time. They do take that shit seriously because they should.
Yeah. In football, they always talk about who's favored to win or lose. Like that's a thing they're always talking about. The players know. So I mean, it doesn't bother me. You know, there's always you use that shit for motivation.
I think it's just gross. You're losing. They're going to lose a playoff game, and Draymond's on the bench, kind of hucking it up, laughing it up, yucking it up. Yeah. Hey, the spread's 5.5. We're about to lose this fucking playoff game, probably the series, and it's just he's a douchebag, just a blowhard douchebag.
Yes, he is.
All right, quick break. Do a little Patriots talk when we get back. All right, we had a rookie camp, mini camp, scheduled day. We'll hit on the kind of the key things here. Mike Vrabel, I think as Bobby mentioned, making an immediate impression, especially on your big free agent signing, Milton Williams.
I say like the first week we was out there running, and Coach Vrabel called me out in front of everybody, which I like. So he called me out, let me know like, hey, like you gonna be here. You need to like, set the standard. And after that, it's been like, okay, every rep since then, I've just been trying to make sure I'm the first one back. So I feel like it's just going to help me, just push me to get to where I want to be, and then the guys that's running with me, that's going to push them to run even harder.
How the fuck's he the first one back?
I think he's running against other linemen.
Yeah, the prime athlete. How do you think Mayo handles that situation last year?
Probably asked him if he could hold his jock, tickle his sack, maybe blow
him. Mike Vrabel making impressions all over the place. Will Campbell and Trevion Henderson seem to have a good camp as well against the rookies. Speaking of impressions made, Will Campbell,
he's impressed about New England.
Good old Southern boy was impressed by Foxborough for a reason no one would have guessed.
Has anything surprised you up here since you've gotten up here? I know.
About Foxborough?
Yeah, or just New England in general.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's trees. Before I had never been anywhere up here before, so I always thought, this was a little bit closer to Boston, and it was a bunch of big city buildings and stuff like that. So when I got out here and they picked me up from the airport, I said, dang, there's a lot of trees out here. I wasn't expecting that. So I'd probably say that.
Dang, there's a lot of trees out here. You know what I'm saying?
I know we've shat on that pick and been real hard on the drafting of the Patriots. I am real close
on you.
I'm real close to just being 100% a Will Campbell guy. Like it was always there in the back of my head, and I've wanted them to build from the inside out from the beginning. The short arms things got in my head a little bit. Maybe every time this guy talks, I go, "Fuck yeah!" Like
I like this kid. I like this kid.
He just seems like when he gets out there, it'll just turn off in his head, and the only thing he'll try and do is kill somebody.
Can you imagine him and Drake May just like talking to each other one-on-one? It's nothing but football and then like maybe bird hunting or whatever. Like,
Oh yeah.
Or like video games or
Oh, I don't think it's just farms and fucking guns.
it's just slow, like good eye contact. God damn, man, you saw that? You saw that in cut from the outside, didn't you? Well, Will, I was thinking about that, and then I saw you check down on that, and that was one hell of a play. Well, I'd never seen nothing like that before. God damn, Drac, I knew.
And meanwhile, that's during the huddle of a gameplay, and then the play
Delay of
clock runs
game.
out.
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne's in the back, like, hey, motherfuckers, you think I should like run inside or outside of this time? Get out of here, Kendrick. Other than that, fairly mediocre camp so far. Give you a couple names here. With 3 tryout players. Mekhi Butler is a guard from Arkansas State. Virginia Tech defensive tackle Wilfred Penne. Former Titan player, defensive tackle Isaiah Aiton. They got contracts, so they're on the team. Good for them. A lot of hubbub over this wide receiver, Efton Chisom. Potentially the next Cooper Kupp. Not just because he's white, because he came from the same college. Eastern Washington set FCS receiving record, 53 straight games with a catch. Finished his career with 346 catches, 3,852 yards, and 37 touchdowns. The Patriots, here's the headline of this. The Patriots outbid 13 other teams to bring this kid into camp. Something like $230,000 for an undrafted rookie, which is a good amount of money for that type of player. Yeah. You know why they did it, Ray?
No, why?
Because their number 1 wide receiver for week 1 right now is still Demario Douglas, which I have been screaming from rooftops for a fucking year. So let's go get Efton Chisom from FCC Eastern Washington. Here's the savior.
We even though he's so fucking great that we needed to draft a fucking long snapper and a bunch of other tards in the 7th round, but then we'll go get this guy later.
God, look. I didn't put this in there because I knew it was going to be a long show talking about the Celtics. Tune in next week. Let me break down the Patriots depth chart for you. Tell you how fucking awesome that is. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's not. Big question marks. Big red flags on that Patriots depth chart. Starts with wide receiver, which we have been talking about for a long time.
Start with wide receiver.
But without further ado, let's talk Patriots schedules. Before we do that, let me just throw a little bit more salt on the wound. Here's more numbers for you, okay? If NFL fans,
this is fucking crazy.
This is insane.
Welcome to the streaming wars. If NFL fans were looking to watch all regular season games in 2025, as if you were, let's dial this back 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 10, whatever. If you're watching on TV, you turn on CBS, you've got a 1:00 game. You flip over to Fox. There's the other game. Then 4:25 hits. You can flip back and forth between the 2 games. You got Sunday Night Football. You've got Monday Night Football. And then they even give us that shitty product on Thursday Night Football. You feel pretty satisfied. You pay your cable bill. You've got hours of football entertainment throughout the week. Well, now, what you will need to do to watch these games is one of or all of the following. Buy Sunday Ticket, which is $522. YouTube TV, $563. Peacock, $14 a month. Netflix, $23 a month. Amazon Prime, $90 a month. ESPN Plus, $104. Taxes and fees included, $197 for a grand total of $1,500 to watch the NFL product this season of 2025. On top of whatever else you're bringing in from a streaming services or TV or whatever else. I guess some of that's included. $1,500. The season's 6 months.
Yeah.
I do it. I pay for the ticket, the YouTube TV. I got at least half of that shit, if not more.
I got all of it except for the Sunday Ticket.
Well, I'm out of market, so it's the only way for me to do it. I didn't do it for a number of years, and then I started doing the math, and every bar I went to and spent $100 on chicken wings and beer, yelling at the TV.
Oh, you didn't buy ribs?
No, I have given up on McRibs, not the other thing. All right, so there you go. For $1,500, here's what your New England Patriots schedule looks like, and here is the. Can we get? So there it is. Take a look at it. I'll call them out, and then I want to get wins and losses in the ledger there, Raymond.
Yep.
And this is
We did well last year. We averaged 4 wins. We said it. Toot, motherfuckers. Like, listen, if you want to know what this is going to happen, listen to us.
We said it.
We're good.
They did it.
Yep.
And so this is the unofficial, official win-loss record for the Patriots. Here's just a couple more tidbits here. Notes. Last year was the only team in the NFL, the Patriots were not favored in any games the entire season. They were not favored ever. Ever. And somehow they won 4 of them. So maybe we're not giving Gerard Mayo enough credit. This year, they're favored in 11 games, and their over-under is 8.5. So if you'd like to
We'll see if we
take
can
that
get
into
over
consideration as we move through our win-losses here.
Yep.
Okay, Raymond, call them out.
Week 1 versus the Raiders at home.
Give me a win.
Please give me the home and the away, and if we are prime time or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're home versus the Raiders.
Home, and it is 1 p.m.
1 o'clock. Yep.
I'm gonna go win here, but I don't think it's a slam dunk like everybody else. You got Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. This is not Aiden O'Connell and Antonio Pierce. So I'll give you the win, but
I'm taking the win.
Okay.
So wins across the board. Week 2 at the Dolphins, 1 p.m.
I'm going to go loss.
Loss.
I will believe a September win in Miami when I see it.
Yep. Everyone's going to go loss on that one.
Uh-huh.
Loss here. Week 3 against the Steelers, 1 p.m. at home.
I'm going to go win.
Win.
I'm taking loss here. I think they're splitting Raiders and Steelers.
Really?
So they might lose the Raiders, they might lose the Steelers. I don't know. I'll take the Steelers on the loss, but you guys win. So
I think Mason Rudolph's gonna fucking fuck shit up over there against the.
I think Drake May has a tendency to throw game-losing fucking interceptions, and the Steelers have been in the playoffs for the last 25 years straight. So who are you to have the audacity to say that the Patriots are gonna just blow doors against the Pittsburgh Steelers after 4 fucking wins?
Okay.
No.
Week 4 against the Carolina Panthers at home, 1 p.m. game. Win.
I go loss.
Wow. Wow.
All right. As long as we get to 2 and 2.
I can't have them going. Like I'm looking at the schedule now, and I'm like, I'm gonna have them like 14 and 3 here.
I talked Bobby into the Panthers loss with my Steelers rhetoric. That's what just happened right there.
Certainly did.
I just can't have them coming out 3 and 1. That's not gonna happen.
No, they should be 2 and 2 by the time they get to the Bills.
Week 5, prime time, Sunday Night Football at Buffalo.
Gonna take a loss.
Close game, but a loss.
Yeah, loss. Week 6 at the Saints, 1 p.m. Oh no, sorry, 4:25.
Win.
They're gonna get to 3 and 3.
And Raymond, maybe second guess where you're gonna go.
No, I already been there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fuck me.
Yeah, fuck you. Week 7 at Tennessee, 1 p.m. game.
2 in a row. Win.
Week 8 at home against the Browns, 1 p.m. Win.
I have a win.
Oh, no. Week 9 versus the Falcons, 1 p.m. game. Win.
Loss. All comes crumbling down.
I'm going win.
Penix is about to shove his Penix into the eye of the Foxborough faithful.
All right. Week 10 at Tampa, 1 p.m. game.
Loss.
Yep. Sorry, Ray. You should come to New Orleans.
Win. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Loss.
5-game winning streak for me. Week 11 versus the Jets, 8:15 Thursday Night Football.
Win.
I'm going to take the win on that. I'm going to take Vrabel on the win on that. Short
the
week.
win, bitch.
I'm going loss just because I can't have them have a fucking.
Oh, come on, Ray.
No way, man. Week, where are we at now? 12 at Cincinnati Bengals, 1 p.m. game. Loss. Can't beat the 5th best quarterback in the NFL.
They beat the Bengals last year in week 1, but at this point in time in the season, the Bengals generally have their shit together. They're kind of cranking, so I'm going to go loss here.
Yeah, loss.
Nice. Week 13, Monday Night Football versus the Giants at home.
Win.
Week 14, bye week. Win. Week 15 versus the Bills at home. 1 p.m. game.
They're going to dickbag those Bills in that game. Win.
Oh, I want to
win.
I want to go win here too. You guys are going to win. I think they're going to split against the Bills. I think they played them tough the last couple of years. I think they're going to split.
So win. Win. Week 16 at the Ravens, 1 p.m. game.
Loss.
This game they get dick bagged.
Yeah.
Yep, loss.
Riding high off a nice win.
Yeah.
And Lamar goes for 226 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. And
Week 17 at the Jets, 1 p.m. game.
I'm going loss here. I think the split with the Jets too. Jets still have a talented roster. Obviously, their quarterback question. They got a new coach, but this is also the last 2 weeks of the season, so like it's a real fucking grab bag. I'm going loss though.
I got them going 9-8. I think that they're gonna for them to go 9-8. I'm gonna have them lose to the Jets and beat the Dolphins. That's what I'll have. That's gonna be my. I got them going 9-8.
So I have them losing week 18. We don't have a time. It's to be determined. I'm going to have them losing against the Dolphins. Richard?
I got them beating the Dolphins. I think that's going to be a game of consequence. Tua is probably going to be scrambled brain. The Dolphins are a trash organization. They know how to lose. Vrabel and the team should be clicking. And as long as Drake May is good, they should win that game.
Yeah, I think that there's a chance that basically that Dolphins team could be like basically done. McDaniel's on his way out, Tua gone at that point. That it could be a walk-away win for the Patriots. A very simple game for them.
Yep.
All right, you both have them at 9-8. I have them at 11-6. Let's split the hairs. Let's say 10-7.
No. This is majority rules. Bobby and I have them 9-8, and we are correct. Therefore, they will be 9-8.
Okay. And I have that in the ledger, so we can.
If they finish 9-8, I would be thrilled. Be a great season.
Yeah.
Over under is 8.5. So we're right there at 9-8. You should be in the playoffs. 7 playoff spots. You should be there.
Should.
And a lot of that depends on Stephon Diggs and your offensive line and Drake May, who nobody's nobody's talking about.
If Drake May's good, they'll win 9 or 10 games. If Drake May's bad, they'll win 5 or 6. If he's average, somewhere in between.
Yeah, I think that is astute commentary. I'm with you 100%. All right, speaking of astute commentary, we're going to get to Bob Pod's Big Brain on a late edition here.